Hospital administrators say they're under stress again as the number of COVID infections and hospitalizations grow. And earlier today, Genesis Health confirmed to News 8 it had no ICU beds left for COVID patients. The hospital also seeing the highest percentage of hospitalized COVID patients needing intensive care since the pandemic began. And tonight, News 8 Shelby Kluver is live in Silvis after one family says their loved one had to be airlifted out of the Quad Cities just to find a bed. Shelby?
It really is a heartbreaking situation. That family that I spoke to this morning said that their loved one has been in and out of the Genesis ER here in Silvis since last week. They told me the 75-year-old woman has COVID and now also pneumonia as well. Genesis said that they couldn't find an ICU bed for her this morning, either here in Silvis or really anywhere else. The family said the hospital called 30 other local area hospitals just searching for an ICU bed for her until they eventually had to airlift her all the way to Milwaukee. For local hospitals,
we had a lull and everything looked a little better.
It's a horrible case of deja vu.
Now we're back to getting more patients in.
ICU beds are filling up as COVID-19 numbers spike across the region. On Monday morning, Genesis Health had 24 COVID patients, with 15 of those individuals in the ICU, the highest percentage Genesis has ever seen. At Unity Point Health, 45 patients are hospitalized with COVID-19 right now. Of those, 36 are unvaccinated.
Most people that are coming in are younger, they're non-vaccinated, and they're sicker. They end up in the hospital, they end up on high flow oxygen, and many of them end up in the ICU.
Dr. Elizabeth Shupp is an ICU medical director for Unity Point. She says even though there are some breakthrough cases in vaccinated people, the majority don't get nearly as sick as the unvaccinated.
It's the difference between having a cold and being put in the hospital with severe pneumonia requiring a ventilator.
In the past 30 days, Rock Island County has seen the number of COVID hospitalizations jump by 330%. But Dr. Shupp says cases and deaths don't have to keep climbing.
It's at this point now so much better than a year and a half ago. We have something to prevent that, and that's the vaccine. Those patients don't need to be in our ICU. They don't need to be in the hospital. They just need to go get the vaccines.
And that is the same message that I'm hearing from that family tonight who now has a loved one, a mother, an aunt, a wife in a hospital up in Milwaukee this evening. They are begging the public to go take care of the COVID protocols, whether that's getting the vaccine or wearing a mask, even social distancing. One niece that I spoke to said she wouldn't want any other family to go through what she's going through tonight. Jim?
Yeah, understandably too. You know, we keep pointing out availability of ICU beds. It's not just the bed, it's the nursing and the staff to treat a person in that bed.
Exactly, and that's for both of the hospital systems here in the Quad Cities. Just last week, Genesis was reporting 370 plus job openings, and as far as Unity Point is concerned, there's over 430 local job openings here in the Quad Cities.
That's a big deal. Shelby, thanks so much. Now this afternoon, Unity Point Health Trinity confirmed it is temporarily closing the Bettendorf ICU to consolidate their staff and technology at the Rock Island campus.